My name is Patricia Regis. I've known Stratford East Theatre for a long time. Over 30 years. I've been coming here for a long time with my children. Started off with dragging them to pantomimes and a lot of the shows. It's my local theatre, and it's home from home in a sense. I think I'm going to start off by saying one of my favourites were the shows that involved the posse. Shows with Victor Romero Evans. There's one particular show where he was a drunk. It's just so, he was amazing as just a drunken man. But for me personally, some of the performances were great. Josephine Baker, I saw that. But I think one particular show, and I've spoken about it before, is I took two nieces to see Cinderella here. And I think for the first time there was a black woman playing Cinderella. And the oldest niece was a bit scared because you had a witch that came in and done all the, that horrific laugh. And she was on the edge of the seat, ready to leave, can we go now? And then Cinderella came on, or this person playing Cinderella, and all dressed up and so on. And she just says, she looks like me. And I think that is my favourite moment, because it gave some positivity to this young child who'd not seen a reflection of herself in such beauty and loveliness. So that's important. But one of the best shows I saw was many years ago. I know you said two, but I'm giving you three. Ragamuffin, years and years ago. That was amazing. It was very political, but it was such an amazing show. And I was actually surprised that such a show was shown on the theatre, at the theatre rather. So that was one of my favourites. I have to mention Big Life, of course. Mm-hmm. I've seen so many, you haven't got time. And great performances, over the years. So I'm a community ambassador. I take this very seriously for the theatre. And anyone who stands still long enough, I actually tell them, don't always wear my tiara, but I am an ambassador for the theatre. It's an absolute privilege to be an ambassador for the theatre. I really enjoy encouraging people to come and see shows, or just talking up the space, come and have a look around, or come, use the bar. It's so user-friendly, and people are always surprised, especially if it's the first time they've been here, how lovely and comfortable it is. And it feels rather grand for some people as well, which is great. I love inviting people along to see certain shows, and it's a joyful thing. It's like giving out Christmas presents all year round, if you like. I love it. And also for me, just being an ambassador, just being here and witnessing some of the most amazing plays and seeing the actors embody these characters. You've got words on sheets of paper, and they read it and bring these characters to life. Totally amazing. I love hearing about how the stage designs are chosen and why they've chosen it, and how the costumes are made, and whether some elastic should be put somewhere because of the movement. It's technical, it's wonderful. And so I really appreciate it. A variety night was fantastic. We need a variety night every month, I think, if that's possible. Variety night was, as it said, a variety night. There was something for everybody, and great fun, great laughs as well, I was here with my granddaughters that night. We just had a brilliant time, So we've done two this year. It's absolutely amazing to see people's reaction as they come in. The kids love it. And various variety of events that are going on, I really missed out on the stage fighting. That seemed to, you had some warriors going in there, and I thought, I can take him on, especially the Diddy ones, I could have taken them. But I missed out on that. I was doing other things, It was great. It was great for the community to see the theatre open. And as people were wandering out by, I'd say, come in and have a look. And I think for them to step over the threshold was a big thing. Sometimes if you don't know, but it was very inviting and it was wonderful. And we need more, please. When I packed up work 10 years ago, this is my main thrust, to get involved with community events and just to enliven everybody and bring fun and joy. We're all too, news is terrible, so we need other things to get on with. We had a big live luncheon here earlier this year, and we invited, or some of the ambassadors invited members of the community and various groups to the theatre, had a wonderful lunch and saw the show. And it was vibrant. It was, people were just happy and smiling. I can't explain the difference it made, especially people who, I'm going to call them marginalised people who don't get out that much, if you're disabled or whatever. But you just feel included. And I think the theatre has that reputation of being inclusive and reaching out to the community in one way or the other. And I'm all for that. And if they're going to do more of that, I want to be part of it, if possible. I am actually inviting someone who's never been to a theatre before, or here. And he's lived in the borough for a long time. I don't know if it's a man thing, go to the theatre. He probably thinks he needs a cravat or something, I might tell him I might have to wear one, but anyway. What am I telling him about it? I'm going to invite him along to a relaxed, friendly place that he can feel comfortable in. This is how I feel I'm going to dress it up. To see an amazing play. I'd like to think I have integrity and people believe what I say. So, I'm not making this out to be something more than it is. And I've done that in the past and people are actually amazed. And especially some young people. I've had the pleasure of invited some when I say young people, teenagers, especially to see Love Struck. And they were amazed. Not only was it the first time, at least two of them, first time they've been to see a show here, but the whole atmosphere was electric and they want more. So, that's how I'll build it up.